Good morning to you wherever you're watching us from. This is Cactv News this morning. My name is Shegun White. We have a lot of information around the Federation and around the world, and also in the world of business and sports. So quickly, let's dig into the news for this morning. First on the headline is APC criticizes Atiku's pursuit of Tinubu's academic records as PDP defends move. The All Progressive Congress had criticized Atiku Abubakar, the PDP presidential standard bearer, for his effort to obtain President Bola Tinubu's academic records from Chicago State University. The APC labeled this pursuit as a result of post-election defeat order. On the other hand, the PDP defend its actions, asserting that the academic records released by the CSU vindicate their stance. The United States District Court for Northern Illinois has been receiving certificates of former Lagos State Governor Bola Tinubu in compliance with a court ruling. This comes after Atiku, the PDP candidate in 2023 presidential election, requested Tinubu's academic records from the CSU. The APC National Publicity Director Bala Ibrahim criticized Atiku's actions and urged him to exit politics. Conversely, the PDP is determined to present the obtained documents before the Supreme Court in support of their appeal to nullify the 2023 presidential election results. In the legal community, opinions differ on the potential impact of these CSU records on Atiku's case, as the Supreme Court with some doubting the relevance. Meanwhile, Atiku's pursuit of Tinubu's academic record continues to fuel the ongoing political discourse. Nigerian Senate warns President Tinubu against unlawful spending on CNG initiative. The Nigerian Senate urged President Bola Tinubu to avoid unauthorized spending and advised him to pursue a supplementary budget for his compressed natural gas project. The Senate Committee on Gas, led by Senator Jaribe, emphasized the necessity of presenting a 2023 supplementary budget to kickstart the CNG initiative, which was announced by President Tinubu to alleviate the impact of subsidy fuel removal. The Senate committee praised Tinubu for the CNG initiative but cautioned that using taxpayers' money or funds without National Assembly approval would be deemed illegal. The lawmakers reiterated their stance against extra budgetary spending and encouraged following the law for projects in the gas value chain. President Tinubu had earlier announced the deployment of cheaper, safer CNG buses to transform public transportation, reducing fuel prices and positively affecting transport fares. The Senate aims to support these initiatives through appropriate budgetary procedures to ensure transparency and adherence to legal frameworks. Another tragic boat accident claims 22 lives in Niger State. In a devastating incident, 22 passengers lost their lives in a boat accident on Monday in Niger State, Nigeria. The tragedy occurred as the victims were traveling from Kasabu village in the Agwara local government area of Niger State to Yauri in Kebbi State. The boat capsized due to a downpour accompanied by heavy winds. As of Tuesday night, a search and rescue team had managed to recover 6 bodies, including that of a pastor from Kebbi State who was based in Niger State. The victims were primarily heading to the Monday market in Yauri, Kebbi State for transaction when the accident took place. The Ondo Assembly requests impeachment panel for Deputy Governor Ayedatiwa. The Ondo State House of Assembly has instructed the Chief Judge of the state, Justice Olusegun Odushola, to form a 7-man panel to investigate the allegations of gross misconduct against the Deputy Governor, Mr. Lucky Ayedatiwa. The impeachment process was initiated last week, with the Assembly serving the Deputy Governor a notice containing 14 allegations of gross misconduct. During the Tuesday plenary, it was noted that the Deputy Governor had not responded to the allegations. The Majority Leader, Oluwole Ogunmolasuyi, moved a motion to direct the Chief Judge to set up a panel to commence the probe, which was seconded by Mr. Felix Afe. The Speaker of the Assembly, Olamide Oladiji, confirmed the Deputy Governor's failure to respond to the allegations and stated that the notice of allegations was received by the Chief Protocol Officer of the Deputy Governor on his behalf. However, it's important to note that the Deputy Governor had obtained an interim order from the Federal High Court in Abuja last week, restraining the Assembly from proceeding with the impeachment process. The Chief of Army Staff orders probe into allegations of poor feeding of the troops. Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja, the Chief of Army Staff, has directed a thorough investigation into complaints of inadequate feeding of the army on the front line in the northeast region combating insurgency. The Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, stated that the Chief of Army Staff is committed to ensure the welfare of troops and takes the allegations seriously. The investigation will focus on examining the supply chain and the quality of food provided to the troops. President Tinubu nominates Abbas Balarabe to replace El Rufai as minister. President Bola Tinubu has nominated Abbas Balarabe as a minister to replace the former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El Rufai, whose nomination was rejected by the Senate. The replacement was conveyed in a letter read by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio during the plenary on Tuesday. Balarabe's name was read alongside Dr. Jamila Ibrahim and Ayodele Olawande, who were earlier nominated by the President as Minister of Youth and Minister of State for Youth, respectively. Now, in the trending saga that concerns the death of the popular musician Mohbad, Naira Marley has been detained by the police in connection to the controversial death. Controversial singer Aziz Fashola, popularly known as Naira Marley, has been taken into custody by the Lagos State Police Command for interrogation and investigation regarding the controversial death of his former record label singer Ilerioluwa Aloba, also known as Mohbad. Mohbad passed away on September 12 at the age of 27. Naira Marley announced his return to Lagos to assist authorities with the ongoing investigation and expressed his intention to meet with the police to uncover the truth and seek justice. NAFDAC advocates local manufacturing of pharmaceutical products. The National Agency for Food and Drugs Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has emphasized the importance of local manufacturing of pharmaceutical ingredients to ensure the production of quality medicines. Speaking at a workshop on local manufacturing of active pharmaceutical ingredients and excipients, the Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye highlighted that reducing dependence on imports is vital for national security. She stressed the need to decrease imported products to 30% while increasing local manufacturing to 70%, which would contribute to sustainable healthcare development and bolster African free trade. For your information, most of the pharmaceutical products in the country right now is being 100% imported. Now we come back to the news in the states. Lagos State government distributes food packs to aid vulnerable residents. The Lagos State government has taken steps to mitigate the effects of the fuel subsidy removal by distributing 2,000 food packs as palliatives to indigent residents of the state. Each food pack box contained a 10-kilogram bag of rice, a 5 kg bag of beans, and a 5 kg bag of cassava flour known as gari. The distribution event, organized by the Lagos State Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement, was aimed at supporting vulnerable residents and households impacted by the subsidy removal. The government emphasized that each household would receive one food pack, ensuring fair distribution. Loma shuts Alamutu Ologede market in Mushin over poor waste management. The Lagos State Waste Management Authority, Loma, has taken action against poor sanitation and improper waste disposal practices by sealing Alamutu Ologede market located at Idioro in the Mushin area of Lagos State. The managing director, CEO of Loma, Dr. Muyiwa Gbadegeshi, emphasized the importance of maintaining a hygienic environment in markets, stating that this action is part of Loma's commitment to ensuring that markets meet required cleanliness and sanitation standards. The closure follows similar actions taken in other markets to enforce sanitation regulations uniformly across the state. We'll go on a quick short break, and when we come back, we'll bring you business news and also sport news. Please stay tuned. This is Cactv News. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. Now in business, First Bank and Lafarge reaffirm support for cement distribution in the southwest. First Bank PLC and Lafarge Africa have reiterated their commitment to supporting cement distributors in the southwest region of Nigeria, ensuring they remain in business and thrive amidst various challenges affecting the industry. At a meeting named Key Distributors Forum in Abeokuta, Ogun State, major cement distributors from the southwest region gathered to discuss strategies for business sustainability. First Bank is providing financial solutions to distributors, including a short-term credit facility called temporary overdraft to augment their working capital. Also in business news, 23 oil blocks failed to produce crude, federal government reviews. The federal government of Nigeria has disclosed that 23 oil blocks managed by the international and local oil companies under crude oil production sharing contracts with the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited failed to produce crude or were inactive. This revelation was made in the latest Oil and Gas Industry Report for 2021 released by the Nigerian Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative, the NEITI, an agency of the federal government. NEITI recommended a review of technical, operational, and other constraints limiting production from the idle PSC blocks of optimized production. 17 independent power distributors licensed and 10 currently operational, according to the federal government. The federal government has revealed that it has issued licenses to 17 independent electricity distribution networks operators, with 10 of them currently in operation. This information was disclosed in the 2022 Market Competition Report released by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, the NERC, a government agency. The report provides insights into Nigeria's power distribution segment, emphasizing the transition to a more competitive market in the Nigerian electricity supply industry. Now to another news in the headline also. Oni of Ife partners with Chinese firms to create 5,000 jobs. The Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, has signed a memorandum of understanding with China Overseas Energy Development Technology Limited to generate 50,000 employment opportunities in Osun State. The partnership will focus on investments in agriculture, green energy, and the exploration of gold, lithium, and other mineral deposits in Ile-Ife and Osun. The Chinese company will invest in agriculture and establish a cocoa processing plant in Ife, promoting an agricultural hub. Additionally, they will farm on over 20,000 acres of land and generate green energy using solar power. Also in business, Nigerian stock market rebounds. Investors gain 213 billion naira. The Nigerian Exchange Limited halted 7 days of bearish trading, resulting in a gain of 213 billion naira for investors. Both the all-share index and market capitalization rose by 0.59%, reaching 66,770.97 basis points and 36.544 trillion naira, respectively. Year-to-date returns also increased to 30.28%. The number of deals and volume of shares traded rose by 17.59% and 24.37%, while the trading value decreased by 15.02% to 3.85 billion naira. There were 24 gainers and 28 losers, with BUA Cement leading the gainers. That's interesting. Also, in the headline of the business news, Manufacturers Association urges Ogun State government to improve industrial area roads. The national president of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN, Otumba Francis Meshoye, has urged the governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, to enhance the poor road infrastructure around the industrial estates in the state. Meshoye emphasized that improving road infrastructure in areas like Agbara, Aton, and Ota would boost industrial activities, create job opportunities, and stimulate wealth creation for the citizens. The call was made during the 38th annual general meeting of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria Ogun State chapter, and the chairman highlighted the challenges faced by manufacturers due to the country's struggling national economy. He stressed the need for the government to address macroeconomic, infrastructural, and regulatory challenges affecting the manufacturing sector. Now to automobiles. Car financing business shrinks due to high banks lending rates. The car financing business, primarily dominated by banks, is experiencing a decline in volume due to high interest rates. Ajayi Oluwatobi, founder and CEO of Nord Automobile, expressed concern about the sustainability of the business if this trend persists. Customers are becoming less interested in accessing car loans due to the rising interest rates, with banks now lending at around 28% per annum. Oluwatobi highlighted the challenges of offering car finances at such high rates and the difficulty in convincing customers to buy cars with loans at 28% interest. With that, we go on a quick short break, and when we come back, we bring you sports interestingly. You don't want to go anywhere. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back shortly. Thank you for staying tuned. Now to sports. Fisayo Dele Bashiru's Eagles invitation excites fans. The invitation of Atayaspor midfielder Fisayo Dele Bashiru to the Nigerian national football team for the international friendly games against our attention of football enthusiasts who believe it could be the missing factor in the Super Eagles midfield. Also, in other news, I know dethrones Awoniyi, wins Forest Best Player award. Nigerian defender Ola Aino has been awarded Nottingham Forest Player of the Month for September, as announced by the club on Tuesday. Aino secured an impressive 40% of the total votes cast by fans, succeeding his compatriot Taiwo Awoniyi, who clinched the award in August. During the review month, Aino featured prominently in 3 matches for the Tricky Trees. Notably, he played a crucial role in their 1-0 victory against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, followed by a 1-0 draw at the City ground against Burnley and a 2-0 defeat to Manchester City. In a recent interview with the club's website, Aino expressed his enjoyment of life at the City ground and emphasized the camaraderie within the team. Nigeria-Rwanda clash in cricket opener. The cricket action begins at the maiden 4-nation West Africa Trophy tournament hosted at the Tafawa Balewa Square Oval, Onikon, Lagos, Nigeria. The host country, Nigeria is the host country and is set to compete with East African invitee Rwanda on Wednesday, that's today, as reported. Organized by the Nigerian Cricket Federation, the 10-day tournament also features Ghana and Sierra Leone representing the West African region. This marks the first international game for the Yellow Greens in almost a year, following their remarkable performance in the first phase of the West Indies 2024 ICC T20 World Cup qualifier in Kigali last December. Gusau mandates Pesero to lead Super Eagles B for CHAN. Nigeria Football Federation NFF President Ibrahim Gusau announced Portuguese coach Jose Pesero will permanently reside in Nigeria to guide the Super Eagles B The focus is on securing qualification for the African Nations Championship, the CHAN. Pesero's role includes leading the Super Eagles and the home-based professionals for the CHAN, aiming to revive Nigeria's presence in the tournament after missing the last 2 editions. Now to UEFA Champions League news. Unfortunate merit hands Madrid the win at Napoli. Real Madrid claimed a 3-2 victory over Napoli in the UEFA Champions League Group C match, with Alex Meret own goal giving Madrid the edge. The Italian goalkeeper was unlucky as Federico Valverde powerful shot deflected off the bar and rebounded into the goal of his arm. This win propelled Madrid to the top of Group C, maintaining their perfect start to the group stage. Vinicius Jr. and Jude Bellingham also scored for Real Madrid, while Leo Ostigard had initially put Napoli in the lead. Piotr Zelensky's penalty goal for Napoli briefly raised hopes, but Madrid held on for the win. In another report in the Champions League, Man United risk early Champions League exits after Galatasaray defeat. Manchester United faced a 3-2 home defeat against Galatasaray, putting them at risk of an early Champions League exit. This loss marked their first time losing the opening 2 games in Champions League group, despite Rasmus Højlund providing 2 leads for United. Galatasaray made a comeback, clinching their first away win in the Champions League in a decade, with goals from Wilfred Zaha, Kerem Aktürkoğlu and Mauro Icardi. Neymar scores first goal at Al Hilal in Asian Champions League win. Brazilian star Neymar made an impact for Al Hilal in the Asian Champions League, netting his first goal for the team in their 3-0 victory against Iran's Nasaji Masadaran in Tehran. The victory was a significant one for Al Hilal, with Alexander Mitrovic and Saleh Al-Seri also contributing to the win. In another match, Navabor secured a 3-0 win at home against India's Mumbai City, adding more action to the tournament. Now, in an exclusive new news, we have the VAR audio has been released for the VAR video concerning Liverpool and Tottenham match that disallowed Luis Diaz goal has been released. The VAR audio from Luis Diaz wrongly disallowed goal for Liverpool at Tottenham has been released by the PGMOL, revealing a critical mistake in officiating. Diaz was incorrectly flagged offside, but replays showed it was actually onside. The replay operator was the first to spot the error and urged officials to stop the game. However, due to misunderstanding, the officials failed to intervene, leading to frustration and controversies. And also, in an exclusive one, Kevin Prince Boateng claims he was forced to say Messi was the best. Kevin Prince Boateng, in an interview on Rio Ferdinand's Vibe with 5 podcast, revealed he was forced to say Lionel Messi was the best player in the world when he joined Barcelona FC. The Ghanaian footballer, who had always supported Real Madrid and loved Cristiano Ronaldo, claimed it was one of the biggest lies of my life, but a requirement to wear the Barcelona shirt. Boateng played 5 matches for Barcelona during his loan in January 2019 and won the La Liga. Alright, quickly, so we'll bring you fixtures and results from yesterday's matches that were played in the UEFA Champions League. Also, a match was played also in the Premier League concerning that features Luton and Burnley. Burnley winning that match away from home by 2-1. But in other matches in the UEFA Champions League, we have FC Union against Braga, but Braga winning that one 3-2. Salzburg losing at home to Sociedad by 2-0. FC Copenhagen also lost to Bayern Munich by 2-1. Inter had a comfortable win at home against Benfica by 1-0. Like we tell you earlier, Manchester United losing at home to Galatasaray by 3-0, and Napoli also losing at home to Real Madrid by 3-0. PSV and Sevilla played a 2-2 draw, while Lens pulled a surprise one against Arsenal away from home by 2-1. Now let's bring you matches that will be played today in the UEFA Champions League. We have Antwerp taking on Shakhtar Donetsk and Atletico Madrid taking on Feyenoord. Borussia Dortmund will be at home with AC Milan. Celtic will be taking on Lazio. Zvezda will be taking on Young Boys. FC Porto will be at home to Barcelona, and Newcastle will be entertaining PSG, while RB Leipzig will be entertaining Manchester City, the UEFA Champions League champions. Alright, with that we come to the end of this morning news today, being Wednesday. We hope that you enjoyed the packaged news from us in Cactv this morning. I am Shegun White. Please feel free to drop your comments and your contributions on our social media handle: Facebook Cactv, YouTube CAC Television. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for staying tuned with us. We bring you other interesting programs aside the Cactv news this morning. My name is Shegun White. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.